And it reconnected. And it reconnected. Anyway.
Was
that
intentional? Because that was like perfect comedic timing.
What happened?
You just disconnected after saying anyway. And the timing was just perfect. I was positive that it was intentional.
No, it was not intentional. So, I have to start a GoFundMe for better internet connection. I don't know. Anyway, and I've lost connection to the chat. So I got to look that up. Give me a moment. I look up my login for that real quick.
This day's been going.
Oh my gosh! This is just insane.
Yeah, you're
one thing or another.
On Twitch.
Yeah.
On Twitch, your stream says it's only been live for a minute, so I think you just completely lost connection.
I think I lost it and it came back and it started again. Yep. Yep. Well, let's see if I can get back into the chat or not. And then I'll give you some results here. Jeez. Maybe. Apparently I can't log back into the chat, so I'm sorry to anyone who types something in the chat. Apparently I'm not going to be able to see all of them at once. And I think... I don't know if Twitch will display. I've got the video paused because my internet sucks. But I don't know if it'll let me see chat anyway, so I guess we'll just see what happens. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to do this again. Facility, high or low? What would you like to have? High or low? Let's do that.
I'll say low.
You'll say low.
Oh, is that high or is that low? That is a question.
One. That is low. It's in the It's in the 50% or less. But, so, there is such a defect. And you natural 10, you critically successed on your weaponsmith, so you do see there in that split second. Of course, you're going to have to roll dodge and escape before it's your turn again. But, if you stay, you know, where you can shoot. But, in that split second, you notice a critical spot on that other machine gun emplacement. There is actually, you can, just for a split second, you can see. And if you fire quickly enough, of course, again, you got to roll your dodge and escape first, and we'll process that first. But if you fire quickly enough at the perfect spot, you're going to have to shoot through that little visor thing, and you can actually make out part of the belt, the belt magazine. Not the magazine, but the ammo being fed into the weapon. You can actually see it. If you can see it, you can shoot it. And if you hit the ammo right there, that will completely disable the gun.
Right. Okay. That is something I wish to do.
That'll be easy. Okay, well, dodge and escape first.
Yeah, let me quickly scroll.
We'll see what happens with that, right? Restarting the chat window and see if that works. Okay.
Unfortunately, I fumbled.
Unfortunately, you fumbled. Well, what did I say? What was it last time? What did I roll for the number of hits? I have to go through all these other test rolls.
I just fall out the vehicle.
Up. So, yeah. Well, let's see. We could do that. We could say you could roll in athletics if that's what you'd like your fumble to be. Potentially falling out of the game. That's not what I was going to do, but if you'd like that to be it, you can roll your athletics and we'll see what happens.
I made a joke about it. It would make sense though if I'm trying to kind of sway around and avoid being shot, but I might lose balance and fall out. Especially if the car's swaying all over the place because this guy can't drive.
Okay, sounds good. Roll your athletics.
No, again, I was making a joke.
Alright.
Can't simply make a joke like that in front of a GM. Jeez.
You should see, that's the kind of joke you have to wait till after you're out of the situation.
I'll roll athletics if you want. My athletics.
No, I won't. I won't do that to you. I won't do that to you. You do get hit. You do not get to roll your dodge and escape or anything. You have, or you. No, you just did. Excuse me. You get hit with 3 rounds from the other machine gun. That's the bottom line. That's what's going to happen. We're not going to roll.
I'm just going to pop out for a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay. Very good, Sherry. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry, we're focused. We're trying to get him out of here so that we get everybody back together. But you know,
so I'm not dead.
Instead of doing the 6 divided by 2 number of rounds that could hit you last time, you're going to get hit by 3 rounds.
All right.
So, it was 6 die 6, and since you fumbled, holy crap!
It should be a 16 die.
Okay, okay. Sorry, guys.
Great.
How about that? That's better.
That's more reasonable.
That's more reasonable. So the first shot penetrates your armor. Your armor is reduced by 1. It does not get through your skin weave. Right.
Okay.
Skin weave is your second layer. Oh, where is it hitting? That's
a useful question.
Yeah, you don't have a helmet or anything on, do you?
No.
Shit. All right. I am trying not to kill you, but all right. If I roll a 1 for any of the hit locations, then it's going to be head. If it's anything else, it's torso.
Don't say that. You might jinx.
So a 1 is a headshot, of course. Anything else is torso. What is that? Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so you got like all 3 are torso hits.
Yeah, because they physically can't hit me in the legs.
No. So, all 3 are torso hits. The first one was 26, which your second layer of armor is skin weave. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one gets through your top layer of armor is stopped by skin weave. You reduce your top layer of armor by 1. The second one gets through your top layer, doesn't through your skin wave. You reduce your top layer by 1. And the third one doesn't get through your top layer, but you get knocked around some for sure. And if you will go ahead and roll your athletics, not to fall out, but to make sure that you can retain a position sufficient to actually be able to fire. Because you rolled a 1 and you just got hit by 3 rounds.
I'm going to put 1 point of luck into this.
Okay. Okay, that's sufficient. You can take your shot. It is a minus... Oh, geez. Let me see. 3 for that.
I'm not firing a burst this time. It's a single shot.
It's a single shot. It is going to be... You're doing called shot, though I assume you're trying to hit that belt. So it's a called shot, and it's a small target. Jeez, that's like a 6 or an 8.
I can make it.
4.
I look at the machine.
Well, 7. We'll split the difference. I'm trying to remember if it's either 6 or... It should be 6 or 8 or something like, but we'll call it a 7. We'll split the difference. Call it minus 7. There you go. Let's see you do it.
Okay, minus 7. Let's say 2 points of luck. Let's make it a minus 5.
Okay.
20.
20. Well, the gun, as we said, the gun can't dodge. And I've given you the minus instead of making it a higher difficulty. Wait a second. Oh. That and okay. So you made your shot. You hit the belt. You hit the ammo. The gun stops firing and jams. It does not double feed and explode, was my other thought it might do. As the round, as it gets hit and the rounds go in. I thought that would be just too cool if, you know, that happened and exploded back toward the guy firing it and stuff, but they rolled a 10. He rolled a 10, so that didn't happen. So the gun stops firing. There's somebody behind it trying to clear it. As you guys drive through dramatically, you escape the MiliTech building in one of their own vehicles that you stole.
And there was much rejoicing.
And there was much rejoicing. And you guys are still injured. And Ace is bouncing around back there. You probably should have strapped him in, but you didn't really have time. Where are you headed?
I don't know. We need to ditch the vehicle somewhere.
Okay, well, think about that for a moment, and we are going to see what else is going on real quick. I don't know. Impulse, are you still sleeping? Or, you know, Mr. Farage still sleeping?
I mean, but of course. I was tired.
It'd been a long day and a half.
It really had. I've probably been awake for like 20 hours. It's just not healthy.
Okay, I was just reading a statement here from Stringer is putting out some more news. Stringer, you're just, it's time. You're doing that, huh? Are you back? You may not be back yet. That's okay. All right, yeah, Vasily, you're gonna figure out where you're heading.
We do need somewhere to ditch this vehicle.
I mean, well, you know, on the simple side, you just drive it back down to the combat zone and leave it somewhere.
True, but I want it to be somewhere kind of close to Tokutomi Square, because, I mean, we are bleeding.
You are bleeding. This is, you know, you have a point. Alright, so... Oh, I didn't fix the map. Darn it. Okay.
I'd rather not pull up to, like, a MedTech and an APC that's all busted. You know, suspicious.
Nah.
Yeah. Oh,
This is not what you think.
So...
We found it.
So when you guys left,
Gift.
the fighting had been moved between Arasaka and MiliTech had been moving down that way on the map. There's a way through, you can go through the combat zone here, theoretically. Of course, you don't know what that area looks like at this point. That had been the start of fighting. You could go through here, or of course you could come through down through over on this side. If that's what, assuming that's what you want to do. We're back? Okay, very good. Of course, Tokutomi Square is right there. So you can come through at any of these points and then just dump the vehicle and find another way to get back to the place. Since Stringer's back, I'm just confirming you are going to go ahead and release this whole piece now, right? You said is what your message. Just confirming with you that's what you're doing right now on your yours, only on your channel, or everywhere. Just put it out there to all the other contacts and stuff. You know, network.
Put it out on mine for 12 hours. Then I'm going to release it to all the smaller stations.
And all right. Okay, very good. Yeah, so you
when I put
interrupt.
It out, it'll have one of those logos that you put on that says what the source is, and you know, it will also mention my channel.
So you basically a breaking news interruption on your own station. You put this out, and we're going to do some rolls for that in a moment. As you are already starting to gain some viewership, you're going, if you keep this up, you're going to attract some attention from the big networks. They don't like having their ratings go down or change.
Hey, I offered it to them, they refused it.
They did. That's true, but you know how that works. They don't. That point is academic. You know, who was it? Blockbuster had an opportunity to buy Netflix when Netflix was just starting out. and they literally laughed the guy from Netflix. They was literally laughed out of the meeting by the like CEO or whatever he was from Blockbuster. So
it's rather like the guy
it
at One
happens.
Toy Corporation who turned down basically the right to manufacture the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys back when the original film in the early 90s came out.
Yep, mistakes happen.
Yep.
Just ask my parents.
That was multi-billions. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were.
Damn, dude. So yeah. So the question that my question on the Blockbuster Netflix thing though is, would Blockbuster have run Netflix into the ground like they did their own company? But anyway. Jeez. Okay, Vasily.
Blockbuster bought Netflix, we'd still be on DVD.
We'd still be dealing with that. What is your have you come up with a plan? Where do you want to head? Sky will say after you get through this first big, all excited and still having to weave back and forth to be able to see where you're going. So you're doing a lot of weaving and there's traffic squealing and this guy's like, where are we headed? Where are we headed? I can't hardly see where the hell I'm going, so we got to figure this out. Where are we headed?
Wait, we could ditch out the back of Bozo's circus.
Hey,
just frame them for it.
Just leave it over there.
Yeah, it'll make them think that I'm one of our strongmen.
Hey. You're pretty much, you've got an NPC, Netrunner, and you. So the conversation will be a little bit, somewhat limited. Because the Netrunner is trying very hard in the net to drive the vehicle without actually being able to see where they're going.
Is Ace conscious?
No.
No. And Ace needs medical attention badly.
Oh, that's a point.
Ace needs health badly.
I'm gonna ask Sky if she knows any doctors who don't ask questions.
A little busy trying to keep us from hitting anything as hold on. Actually not doing terrible. Yeah, well, try not to hit anything, and you just side swipe into this a series of 2-3 parked cars, bounce off of them, and back down the middle of the road.
Well, I'm going to text Nina and ask if she knows any MiliTech and ask any questions.
Ace, bleed another point. You are still bouncing around the interior of the APC.
Oh, he's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm now critical.
You just dropped down into critical?
He's fine. He's just complaining.
Blood spurts out of my wounds.
You're already unconscious and you're not immortals yet. So, alright.
It's very rude to spit, Ace.
He is making a mess of the interior of this thing. You know. This was such a nice vehicle. You could have used it for future ops, and he is just making a mess of the interior. Blood's going everywhere. He is starting to go white, also, by the way.
As I said, I'm going to text Nina and ask if she knows any MiliTech, so don't ask any questions.
She will send you, actually, she will just text you back not sure if he's in town right now. She texts you back a guy named Stitcher. Says he's a bit fugly, but he's a decent MiliTech if he's in town. He actually when he's in town, he actually stays at Takatomi.
Oh, how convenient.
How convenient.
we're gonna drive straight into like the parking lot of Tokotomi then. Wait, we may as well try and keep this thing. It would be a valuable tool.
Okay, it's only slightly banged up and. You know.
It's got a parking space you can use.
Exactly.
Oh,
and
that's
it's an underground parking place.
That's true. That's true. Did
So
you
it's
get?
hidden.
All right. So, yeah. Now again, nobody at the building knows you're coming at this point.
Fine. Should I phone in
know,
advance?
it is up to you what you do. I'm just letting you know. You do
Bro,
not
I've
have
got
a.
a tank,
You don't
you?
have a parking. What? I'm sorry. What was that?
I'll text him forward him, bro. I've got a tank. Don't shoot.
So, you don't have any parking spaces. You can park. You can pull into the exterior parking lot, but this thing's going to stand out. You know, it's going to draw attention.
Punkmaster, I just sent you a quick PM.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yes, you did, and yes, you do have that available still. I can't remember if he had a. He doesn't matter if he had one. Yes, you did. He didn't have a vehicle. That's right. And yes, you did, and you have that second space. That space available still. That's hilarious. Okay, so Vasily. Are you going? What are you going to? Sky's still looking for direction. Like, are we just heading back to Takatomi? Where do you want me to take this thing? As you're weaving back, you're still like jerking back and forth because you know.
I'm gonna tell her we're still going to Tokotomi, and I'm gonna text Bartmoss asking if we can use his parking space.
Do a couple of rolls for Bartmoss. Oh wow. Okay, and okay, there was a couple of other things. Oh shit. Okay. So that's gonna require one more. Okay. First of all, you guys are not being followed. Bartmoss does not on the other hand, Bartmoss does not respond. Nina, your sister, right?
Yeah.
Will text you back that she's been kicked out from the MiliTech building, MiliTech net, completely. Not sure what's going on there. It's lost connection, and I don't know if another like castle wall in the net. Nina texts you a whole new wall has gone up around the whole MiliTech Night City data fortress.
Oh.
And it's completely different style. It doesn't look. It's not. It's like somebody other than MiliTech did it. It's really odd. After another few seconds, you will get a text from Bartmoss that just says busy. You're making use of that stuff you planted.
Well, he didn't answer the question, so I'm going to take that as a yes.
Okay. So, you guys do get to the building. You pull into the parking lot. You get into the parking lot. You pull into the backside. There's a. Since we're gonna do that, we'll flip over here real quick. Maybe if I can do this quickly enough. Darn it.
So what tattoos?
I may have.
Same tattoo.
This one. Yep, that one. Okay, so let me see here. So you pull into the back. You pull around back here. There is a big garage door here and here, and they are both sealed up and locked. Or, well, they're both closed up anyway. I mean, you don't know they're locked. You haven't tried to open them. But the parking lot's back here. You just pulled into the parking lot. This guy's like, all right, we getting out here?
Yep.
Okay. You hop back hatch of the APC opens up. This guy disconnects from the thing. Yep.
Since Ace is injured, I'm gonna opt to carry him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's not taking himself.
And take him to the where I think the good doctor would be.
Where would you think the good doctor would be?
Well, I don't know. I was just given a name in a building. I wasn't given a room, I don't think.
That's what you have. So you got Ace over your shoulder, you hop out, and you realize you don't really know where you're going.
Well, I'm gonna go up to the reception, or something like that.
Okay.
Some place where I can, that has like a registry of everybody who stays in each room. I'm not gonna go knocking on doors like last time.
That's probably a good
Well, if
idea.
you go to that and look up my flat, it says a man named Ivor Biggin lives.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You would know that the directory is not accurate at all. It has either it's either full of either pseudonyms, fake names, and other rooms that just have other lines that just haven't been updated in who knows how long. It's just not. It's not maintained.
Well, I was under the
I'm tempted to
impression
try a
though,
Sharpie
the
and go
thing
down
is,
and put some other names in for people.
if this guy's a doctor who operates out of this like building, he should have his name. Like he
One of
wouldn't
the
be
rules
working
of this
under-
building is that you're not supposed to conduct business inside the building. That's like one of the big main rules of the building.
Second rule is don't talk about Fight Club.
That's right. You are not supposed to, whatever your business is, you're not supposed to conduct business. Now, not to say it never happens, you know.
Alright, well, it appears I ran out of options. I am going to hoist Ace up onto my shoulders and start running through the hallways as quickly as I can, screaming, "We need a doctor."
You do have other contacts, including those within your, actually within your group.
I don't know if any of them know any medical skills.
You have a point. You don't know that they have medical skills. That's true. That is absolutely true. Okay. Impulse, you want to roll awareness? Because there's some noise out. There's some noise up and down the halls in the building, and we'll see if you awake from it.
Oh, fuck's sake. I don't want to wake up.
Given that Vasily's charging through the hallways at top speed, you'd hear a lot of thumping, the ground shaking and stuff like that.
Yep. Okay. So Mirage, you definitely heard it. There's no doubt. Stringer, do you want to you want to roll in, or you're down in the lobby messing with the sign, messing with the directory?
What if he was recording a live broadcast when all that was going down?
Oh no. What are you doing at this point? Because our timeline is all screwed up, and we're just gonna reconcile it all right now.
Yeah.
If you're in, let's put it this way: if you're in the building, if you're in the lobby, you'll just by default you'll hear him. If you're not in the lobby, then you can roll an awareness and see if you hear it, the screaming in the hallways.
Yep. No, I'll be in the lobby messing with the signs.
You are in the lobby messing with the directory, sign stuff. Okay. Like rearranging the letters, see more butts is in 612 or whatever. Okay.
I've just sent you a PM of the one I've put on at Basil.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah,
there you go.
The right way around to get it.
You
need
to
say the correct way around to get it.
Clear cut.
Okay. So, yes.
I will just write my really good friend named Diego who wanted to join our company.
Someone's being talked to.
Yeah, why is there some Eastern European women speaking?
Don't know. So anyway, okay.
Canon voice?
That might be. So Stringer, and so let's see, Stringer, you're messing with the sign, having fun with it, kind of half looking over your shoulder because you're trying to. This isn't necessarily you doing. You're trying to do this as a joke, as a whatever. You don't want to get caught per se, This you hear. We need a doctor. We need a doctor from in with a really heavy Russian accent running down the hallway from the parking garage, from the back door. Actually, you're in the back. Let's see. You were in the back parking lot, so you're going to be coming in the back door, through the parking garage, through the door to the lobby, in the lobby, up the stairs, down the hallway. Yeah. So you're in the lobby, Stringer. So you're going to see Vasily come in, yelling, "We need a doctor! We need a doctor!" Run into the stairwell and head upstairs.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what you see. Impulse, you are awakened by a mad Russian running a Russian accent at least. We need a doctor, we need a doctor, running down the hallway. Ace, you are still unconscious.
Getting dragged along for the ride.
We'll come back around. Vasily, we know what you're doing. You're running down the hallways yelling. Carrying Ace. Yeah. Okay. Stringer, what are you doing?
I'll pull out my phone.
And record it.
What's that? Are you gonna give what? I'm sorry, Stringer, I missed who you were gonna call.
Stitcher.
Stitcher? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so
See if he answers.
we're going to do a 75% chance Stitcher is in the building available. And he'll be an NPC, obviously. So, Stringer, you're making the call. So do you want high or low for your... And I say 75%. No, we can't do 75% because we're doing die 10. So we will do 80% chance. You're going to go low. Okay, so it's got to be 80% chance he's here. So 9 or 10 means he's not here then. If you're low, so you want low. So 9 or 10 means he is not here. Yay! Huzzah! So now I got to pull up. I think I've still got his character sheet in here. I think I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. All right. Okay. So, you get an answer. Stitcher answers. You're like, Stringer, it's been a while. What do you want? Tired.
There's some guy running around the hallways looking for a doctor.
Okay. Think he's got money?
Yeah.
Alright. If you, see him, tell him to come to my place. If you, are close enough. I'll check the hallway to see if he's here.
Guy, but you're trying to distance yourself from me.
That's right. Okay. So, he says that, and he kind of hangs up, basically. He's just, you woke him up. It's obvious you woke him up.
Yeah.
A few seconds, a little bit later, give me, we'll just say you do. So, a few seconds later, Vasily, as you're running down the hallway, a head pops out of one of the doors. Somebody leans out, opens the door and leans out, that is. Not like literally through the door. It is...
Yeah, more of a me thing.
Yeah, that was more you. Guys, this guy has got a full faceplate and cowl. Cyberware. 5 different... The front of it, well, it looks very much like the similar, of course, older, but similar to the, what is it, the Maelstrom in the 2077 demo. Yeah. They've got, some of them have the multiple cyber eyes deal. This one has 5 cyber eyes on it. I'm answering a thing in the chat real quick. I'm going to type it because I can. And then I'll say it. It's Cyberpunk. This is Cyberpunk. I feel like I should be saying this is Cyberpunk, but I'm not going to, like Sparta. But anyway. Yeah, so this head with the full faceplate and cowl. He's got the cyberware across. Basically, his whole head is covered in metal of one kind or another. 5 different kinds of cyber eyes. They're different colors, different manufacturers, different styles. Each one of them, nothing matches. He sticks his head out and he's like, "Yeah, what do you need? I'm a medic. What's going on?"
Me and my friend here, we got shot by clowns.
Yeah, the bozos will do that. Usually they toy with you first. Sometimes literally. But anyway, alright. You got money?
Yes, I have much money.
He's like, as he kind of looks you up and down, he's like, "Damn, you're huge for being all meat." Damn. Alright. Be careful in here. Don't break anything, alright? He lets you into his condo.
I'm gonna start walking, still carrying Ace, of course.
So he has a few rooms. He will lead you into one room that is set up as it's basically a bedroom that's been converted to be a clinic. And there's only one bed, and you are too big for it. One, medical bed. He's like, "You don't look like you're bleeding too bad. He needs help first, I think. Why don't you throw him up here on the gurney on the bed here?"
Yeah, I'm going to gently put him on the gurney since Vasily doesn't know his own friend.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Where is my...
Throw him on the gurney, roll 1d6 plus 16.
Alright, he is going to do some rolls here real quick. Do a couple of these and a couple of those, and then we'll move over. And then I got to see what kind of drugs he might have. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. How good of drugs does he have available? Okay. He will stabilize. He stabilizes you, Ace. You stop, so you won't lose anymore. You are going to gain back 1 point immediately, and you're going to start to wake up. You
Also,
start to become conscious. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to tell Stitcher, just in case he can, there's some medical concerns going on here. One of Clown's had a flower on his chest. He squeezed it and it made him breathe in some gas. I don't know what this gas does.
Nice, I like it. Good callback to previous sessions. I like it. He's like, "Well, that might make sense here." He's like, it's like, Ace, you have the nose piece thing stuck up your nostrils. He's feeding you oxygen, basically. You are finding it hard to breathe still, though. And, but you start to come around and he's doing surgery. He's trying to, stitch up your bullet wounds and such. Take care of you. As you start to wake up, you can't feel anything below the neck. You might as well just be a head. You got nothing. You can't move your arms, can't feel your arms, your legs, your chest, nothing. But you start to grow, and you start. He says, "Yeah, it's a block. Don't worry about it. Here." He moves a mirror around. He's got this set up. It's like he's used to working with people that like to be able to see to know what is being done to them. He moves this stand mirror that's attached to a stand, rolls it over, and adjusts it so that you can see what he's doing to you. And it looks pretty messy. It looks pretty bad. He goes, so I don't have. He's working furiously, doing dig bullets out, fix you up. He says, I don't have them on hand, but you want me to see if I can get you speed healers?
I would appreciate that. So would the remainder of whatever that is.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to be expensive. Do you got some pretty bad injuries here? You want cyberware? If I need to, or you want to wait and see what you need?
What the damage is.
All right. So he punches some buttons on one of his devices here. All right. I made a request for a delivery. We'll see what happens. See if we can get it.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, that's not good. Ace, you kind of go unconscious for a second and come back, and then you're like back up. You're like, And Vasily, Ace was talking, and he suddenly just passes out. And Stitcher's like, oh shit, and starts grabbing some paddles and zap, zap, and Ace comes back. Alright, you're still alive, that's good. Do either of you know anybody that can get you some speed healers? Because I'm having, my guy says he doesn't immediately have any available.
I don't think I have any contact.
No.
Alright. I can find something. And he's going to keep working on you. He works on you. It's going to take a couple hours to get you stitched up. You had a lot of damage. And that was several bullet rounds, wasn't it? Or bullet, whatever. Okay. He's going to work on you for a couple hours. There it is. Okay. Eventually, there's a knock at the door, and Stitcher says, Vasily, it says, you want to get that? That's our supplies to help your friend here. What's your name, by the way?
Yeah, I'm gonna go answer the door.
Okay, go answer the door first.
What did he say at the end there?
How about you? What's your name? It's okay. He said, what's your name, by the way?
To me or to Ace?
He said it to you, but then you said you were gonna go answer the door, so didn't answer. So then he looked at Ace and said, how about you? What's your name?
Ace. Now
Good.
I'm holy.
Yeah, so Stitcher he's got like bloody hands, terrible. He grabs your hand and moves your hand over where you can see it and shakes your hand. Good to meet you, Ace. I'm Stitcher. And put your hand back in place.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Don't forget to use sanitizer. I don't want to get COVID.
No, COVID-29. Nobody wants that. All right, Vasily, you're gonna go answer the door.
Yes.
So there's a guy at delivery. He's got that delivery, the Edge Runners delivery service. Edge Runner Couriers. He's got the cap and the uniform shirt and stuff.
Oh.
And he says, got a delivery for you. He's got these 2 boxes, and one of them, 2 big cases. One of them actually has a Traumatine logo on it that has been hastily painted and not very well. Spray painted over. It's easy, you can tell. You can just see it. It's like embossed and it shows through the paint. It's
So I'm going to take the package and set it down on the floor for now, because I'm assuming he wants to take the picture to prove that the delivery's been made.
He says he does not try to stop you. He just goes, okay, yeah, okay, you can take that. He says there's he's stammering some as he's looking at you. Delivery fee. That's it. Yes, there's a not fee. No, not delivery fee. He stops. He takes a breath. Okay. I'm supposed to collect the cost of these. No, that's not right either. There's money due. He's really stammering. He failed his roll badly. He is basically he's trying to get you to make you understand that he's supposed to be charging. He's supposed to be collecting money to deliver this stuff. He's having problems getting that across. He's seeing you and freaking out a bit.
I don't remember that happening with the last 2 deliveries.
Well, the last 2 deliveries weren't for very expensive medical equipment or drugs.
True. What is the fee you are asking for?
€500.
Oh, that is fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm
not worried.
Hand over
he says, "I'm not worried."
500.
So as you're handing it to him, he said, "Are you giving him cash or something? Do you know, or how are you? Cash or chip or running a card?"
I'll do it by is it chip transaction? It's most common.
Okay, that works. So as he's processing it, he stares at it for a few seconds. Okay, if you'll give me a moment to record the delivery. He stares at you. He stares at the boxes. If you'll go ahead and take both cases, and finishes up his thing. Okay, very delivery. Thank you. Confirmation has been sent of delivery. Have a good day.
As flavor,
yes.
As flavor, because Vasily's going to have fun with these pictures from now on. When he's going to take the picture to record the delivery, I want to pull him under my arm and have the package up with a big smile and a peace sign, with the bullet wound in frame.
Oh jeez. Okay. All right. Okay. It's all right.
Vasily enjoys us.
Sir, would you let me go, please? All right. Okay. As soon as he's done with that, he heads. Okay. Bye. He starts running away. He's headed back toward the elevators. And you've got your two boxes there, two medical cases.
Yeah, I'm bringing him over to sit.
You're gonna bring him in. Okay. He says, "All right, you took care of the delivery fee, I guess."
Yes, I covered it for you.
Good. Well, this is for your buddy here. All right. He will finish patch up. He opens the cases and starts giving you injections, Ace. You are gonna. Yep.
Ow.
That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I see what I did. I didn't put that divider in there.
Wouldn't it be quite difficult to inject Vasily because of the skin wave?
It's a
syringes.
That's it. You got it. Mono-edged needles. Okay. Stitcher will tell you, Ace, he says to you, okay, this is the strong stuff. It's going to heal you up quick, but it's expensive and it's really strong. And yeah, you want it. You said you wanted it, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
You got the money to pay for it, right?
How much is it?
$6,000.
Whoa! Sure.
Okay, Very good. He pulls a syringe out and just jams it in you, and another one and another one. He does this 3 times. Over the next hour, you will heal 11 points. That's all you. That's ever. Is that bring you up to full?
Yeah, that
I
does.
would hope so.
Yeah, I thought it did. I didn't think you were that bad. So yeah, it heals you, and you can, as you're watching in the mirror, you can see the wounds stitching themselves back together. It's a Wolverine moment.
Wow.
Now roll resist torture and drugs. Versus 25.
Ooh, fun.
$25's a hard check to make.
Yeah.
Well, 3 doses.
Ha!
Holy shit.
Whoa!
All right. Okay, so you are not addicted to speed healers.
Good thing.
That's a good thing. Because when you're addicted to speed healers, you effectively can't, other than like the most minor of damage, you can't heal without using speed healers. You don't gain anything back unless you actually use a speed healer dose.
That sucks.
So, you made it. Yeah. Yeah, 1 dose, is, if they're all at the same time, 1 dose is 15, 2 doses 20, 3 doses 25. So there you go. And
Thank
theoretically,
you.
it looked from these there's rolls marked way you could have made it with 2 doses, but that's not what happened. So anyway, and you made it, but you made it. You made the roll, so you're not addicted. So it altogether, it's going to take about 3 hours to get you fixed up. You are covered in blood. You are still on an IV, and blood's being forced into you. There's actually a
Vasily's towering over you.
And Vasily's still hanging over you the whole time. He actually has a cyber hand, an actual regular cyber hand, but it's been rigged up and modified to, if you're familiar with IV push, where they actually squeeze the bag to force it through the line faster. And he actually has a regular cyber hand rigged up to periodically squeeze the bag, is forcing more blood into you faster. Because you lost a lot of blood. And I say blood, it's actually going to be, what's it called? The generic stuff, whatever the hell it's called. But anyway. So yeah, you got fixed up. And then Stitcher, after all this, Stitcher, and then we're going to come back around to everybody in just a second. Actually, he's going to turn to you, Vasily. He's about to ask you a question, but I want to check with everybody. So, Stringer, you didn't get an answer when you tried to call. Oh, dude, you did call Stitcher. Sorry, you talked to him. No, that's all done. Yeah. Did you do anything after that?
No, I'm just messing with the signs, and I'm going back to
Yep.
This piece.
Okay. Mirage, you got woken, startled awake by the screaming. It did stop. Did you go investigate, or did you just go back to sleep? Or something else?
Probably would have just grabbed because she obviously, when she sleeps with her gun nearby. Probably just grabbed that and rolled out of bed on the side opposite to wherever the door is.
Well, your door's still busted down, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, just checking. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, wherever that is. Basically, she rolls out of bed on the other side to use the bed as some sort of
cover.
Cover.
Right.
And then as she gets her senses about her, yeah, she can't help. She's not medically trained, so yeah, she just.
You will see,
Mhm.
since you've done that, you will see at some point, well, just before the screaming stops, you will see Vasily just torn up, blood dripping off of him, with Ace thrown over his shoulder like a rag doll, running down the hallway past your door. And it's just maybe just a little bit after that that he stops yelling.
No,
It's
I'm
quite
just
a, it's
gonna-
quite a scene. It's quite a scene.
Yeah, I'm sure, I can ask them about it in the morning. I'm going back to bed. Fuck this.
Yep, it's Cyberpunk. Okay. Very good. I like the sign there, Stringer. I like that. It's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right. Get back to my back over here. That's you. That's okay. Back to Vasily. Okay, so yes, Vasily. Stitcher says. So, what about you? Is that all your blood, or is that all his blood, or are you bleeding somewhere under all that too?
A small amount of blood from me. Just stop bleeding and I let it heal by itself.
I got you. I got another dose here if you want speed healer.
I'd really rather not.
All right, suit yourself. He's like Ace. He tells you to get up off the thing, but you still can't move.
I can't move.
Oh, right. Yeah. Just a moment. Let me see. Where did I? He starts digging around through stuff. And let's see. You have neural processor, right? At least.
Yes, I do.
You do. Do you have chip socket?
Yes, I do.
You have a chip socket. Okay. He grabs a tool you may or may not recognize, but it's a tool for placing and removing chips, which you can do without the tool, but He kind of rolls you up on your side, is digging in there, removes a chip. You get you can tell a chip has been removed from your chip socket. And you can move. You can feel everything. It hurts a lot. No, it doesn't, because you had speed healers. It does not hurt. But you can feel everything. Some spots feel really strange and tingly where the wounds were, where they're closing up and stuff. But considering you got shot, you inhaled halon, and so on, you're feeling really good.
I feel pretty good. All right. So
See,
I'll get up and
That's pretty good.
at my spot.
And as you're getting up, Stitcher will say, and you want some uppers or something to, take the edge off?
Yeah. I'm fine, thank you. I don't need anything to take the edge off.
We got some. I got some stuff here. There was some stuff that just came around the street that's supposed to be really good. If you want to try it, it's supposed to be a derivative of lace.
That's quite okay, thank you. I don't need any more drugs. I've already.
Hey, just
pushed my
offering.
luck as hard.
Just offering. That's fine. Okay. Stitcher looks at Ace. Excuse me. It's Vasily. He looks at you and he looks at his thing. And he says, Sure, why not? We'll try it. You want to lay down here?
I'm going to try my best to do so, since he did say the garden is a bit too small.
It is. You're kind of in all dimensions, hanging off the edges of it, and it creaks and moans, and it really doesn't like having you on it, so to speak. But let's give him another roll or two for you. How much damage do you have?
8, I believe.
You have 8? Okay.
Yeah, 8.
Okay, well, he does stabilize you, stops the bleeding and everything, so you're not getting any worse. You will, in all of this, in this time in between, take another point. Not because he screwed up, but because you've been bleeding this whole time. He will get you stabilized. You will... Actually... I'm going to say... We'll just make that a net 0. You gain 1 point back as he stabilizes you. He says, okay, it's going to take a while and some care. It's going to take some tending to for this to heal on its own. You sure you don't want to... You know, he's kind of motioning toward the case.
I'd really rather not.
Okay. It's going to take a while for that to heal up on its own, but you're stable now. It's closed, stitched you up. Yeah. So you're done. And really carefully, if you get off the table, don't worry. Try not to break it, please. My bad.
Yeah, I'm
thing here.
gonna do that.
Okay, very good. Yeah.
I like how he's not even brought up my name again.
He's been a little distracted. So, Ace, you got the speed healers and a bunch of my materials and stuff here. 65. We'll cover it.
I look at Vasily. I go, you
As
need
he's
to text whoever hired us to pay me so I can pay him.
I did text him earlier, but he said he was busy.
That was 3 hours.
Time again.
Too.
I don't know how networks operate. I'll text him. I'll text Bartmoss and
Text
see
Bartmoss,
if he's able to wire the payment yet.
Okay. Let me see. You will get this. I'm gonna roll. Actually, I'm gonna do a 1 or 2 here. Okay. Okay. Well, right in the middle. So you will get a text back, and he will say, "So do you guys want cash or credit or chips, bank transfer? What do you want?" This is all by text.
If you do a bank transfer for me, that'll go through.
Yeah. I'll text as well. The same bank transfer is probably easier.
Okay. And Mirage, you are going to get it. You may or not wait. It's up to you if you want to wake up to get it. You are getting at the same time this happens. You get a text also asking the same question: how you want to get paid. So, Vasily, you send back that you and Ace will accept a bank transfer. And like half a second later, Vasily, of course, Ace, you don't have a phone, right? Or do you? I'm sorry.
You do.
You do have one. Okay, okay. So you will get Ace on your phone just like a half second after you guys say that your bank transfer will work. So you actually, Ace, if you got a phone, you'll get the message from Bartmoss too, then asking how you want your money. You guys respond bank transfer. Half a second after you hit send on the bank transfer note, you each will get a confirmation of a bank transfer for the 50K each. Right? That's what we agreed on.
I'm going to be nice and honest and say yes. There's
I was pretty sure.
Temptation to be like, no, it was 70.
It was 70. No, really. I'd say, no, it was 50. But thanks for asking. Or thanks for playing. Anyway. So, Mirage, how do you want... Do you wake up to the text? Or are you just going to... You're resting?
It was probably while I was trying to get back to sleep. Thinking about the timing.
Well, it'd be like 3 hours after that, because this was after all the medical work on base. So
3 hours after. No, yeah. I probably wouldn't wake up.
Okay. And of course, Stringer doesn't get one. So yeah, you guys got your 50K in your bank accounts. So that's.
I will turn around to Stitcher and say, credit transfer, okay?
Yeah, I guess. All right.
And throw in a little extra for the inconvenience.
That'll work. He appreciates that. He doesn't. He definitely does. It gives the impression he prefer cash, but you know, he'll take it. He takes money in any case. So how much are you giving him?
I'm gonna give him 95 extra, which
Okay.
makes it a nice even number for me now.
90. I'm sorry. I missed. I
said-
you gave 95 euros extra. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I didn't. Okay. Make sure I understood. Okay. Vasily, he said you. All he did was sew you up, man. 150. Take care of yours. You didn't. You were easy, relatively speaking.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. He's asking for 150.
Yeah, because basically all he did was suture you up. You just sewed up your wounds, dug the bullet out, suture your wounds. He didn't give you any extra drugs, didn't take much materials, all that stuff.
Right.
So he's not going to charge you very much for that.
I thought it was a huge inconvenience to him waking him up in the middle of the night with shouting and screaming. So, so I'll give him 100 extra.
Okay. Cool.
To be there, you know.
He says he appreciate that, and he will say to you, "Sorry about the cost of the drugs, by the way. That's not much I can do about it, but those are just really hard to come by if you're not official." And he points at the logo on the one case.
I will be after this.
Okay, so you're set. So you guys are all fixed up. You're good to go. You're paid. Thank you. You looking for any cyberware?
You want some death sense?
Not right this second, but thank you.
Okay. How you, big guy? What's your name again?
I don't feel comfortable giving this guy my real name, and I don't
Okay.
have an alias.
So you can just not respond. If you know, it's however you want to respond. Or not respond, as the case may be. Like,
I'll let him coin a nickname if he feels like he wants to call me something.
okay. He's like, okay.
Hey,
Big freaking Russian. I'll catch you guys later then. And
Great name.
guys, be careful. Going home. Bye. Close the door. You hear as he closes the door behind him, you hear it like getting latched up. Like that would do any good against Vasily, but anyway. Okay. So what are you guys gonna do? Actually.
well, I look at Vasily, I offer my hand and say, it was nice working with you. If you come across anything else, let me know. It's not very often that someone saves my life. Normally it's the other way around.
Vasily stares in Russian.
I was away for a moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to repeat that, Ace.
I just offer my hand, thank him for saving my life. It's not often that someone saves mine. Normally it's the other way around. But I do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, I feel partially to blame for your injuries.
Well, it all worked out in the end. Question for the GM, and that is, while he was stitching up, I was gonna look at my phone to see what the latest on the fighting is, just to keep up with that between MiliTech and Arasaka, and see if I made the news. I also wanted to see if we had spotted Stringer's little stream.
Yes, actually, since you are checking the news, you got a couple things. There are updates on the fighting. It has subsided some. It seems to have gone into more of a holding positions type of fight, not necessarily shooting all the time type of fight. It is still, tensions are extremely high. You know, citizens of Night City are advised to not, like they ever would be, to not go in within a few blocks, 6 blocks of the highway area, so on and so forth. There's still all this going on. There's lots of condemnation for Arasaka and MiliTech for doing all this stuff. There is, actually, as you're going through all this, a going viral post. It's part of you're checking the news, you're checking stuff, about a new broadcast station by the media, the infamous or famous, depending on your perspective, media in Night City, Stringer. What's the name of your network, by the way? I think you told me before, Stringer, but I'm sorry.
Blitz TV.
Blitz TV, that's it, yes. Blitz TV is live, and it is, there's like posts and people talking about it on social media all over.
Okay.
It yeah. Stringer, by the way, I was gonna well, actually, I'm gonna mention this if I can give me a moment, Ace. Stringer, if you want, so you're promoting it, you're doing all that stuff. If you want to have, there is a net runner will message you back somewhere in here, and if you want, and basically offer to make you an app for your Blitz TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They will either, he says, either I can do it for or basic app I can do for 500 euro, he says, or if you'll let me put some advertising on the around the side of the video or something like that, I won't charge you at all.
Yeah. And what's my cost of the advertising?
Well, that pays for me having done the app and stuff, of course. After the, let's see, once the app is paid for, how do you, 30%?
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
I was thinking 20 actually, so.
So,
Oh,
and this is just a random message you. So yeah, you're happy with the 30 though, huh? He will have already built an app at the point, Ace, you are looking for. That's why I wanted to check with Stringer on that point. There is an app available that's being linked to all over social media for Blitz TV if you want to get it.
I'll download it and take a look at it.
Okay.
Because the part that interests me is this claim of the HK triads. So I'm really going to be looking for some contact information for Stringer, because I want to ask him in character about that, because if he's got proof, then CIA Love is going to be interested in that.
Let me see which window, which tab, where did you put that?
It's in Reloaded.
That's it. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna.
Right,
we're
when
gonna...
we did the run on Roberts, when we did the data steal on Roberts, I got stuff on the various investors, which included the Hong Kong triad.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that is an article. One of the many things that's on the app, but this is what's being pushed. This is the big headline. It's you saw it in the Reloaded players, but it's also in the stream chat now. That's what's being pushed right now hard on the app, is the main story.
Yeah, I rolled 34 on my photography and film for it.
All right, I gotta go help my wife with the groceries real fast. So,
okay.
Go ahead and go around to somebody else.
Okay, so oops, wrong button. There we go. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so that's the one that's being pushed. And Stringer, you can just by messaging him, he will set it up, since you're splitting the ad and he's getting a big share, he will set it up so that you can send him a link whenever you do a new story, if you want it to be on the app. The app will broadcast, will basically rebroadcast on the net your channel, first of all. It will, if there's a particular story or something you want to highlight, you want it to be as a headline or whatever, you can let him know this one, and it'll be that. It'll be done a couple minutes later, more or less.
Yep.
Assuming that nothing happens to this guy and all that stuff, of course. Okay, so there's that. There's that. So Ace is checking out the news. Stringer is presenting the news. And soon here we're going to call it a night, and so that you guys can actually maybe get back together. Maybe. Let me see. Okay, everybody's at the building. We're doing that. Impulse, you said you were still, Mistress Mirage was still sleeping. Vasily, as you guys are now, you're done. Ace is going back to his place. What are you doing? His condo.
I'm gonna head to my condo as well, since probably some R&R would probably help.
Okay. Let me see. Okay then. So, so you guys basically, Stringer, and you are still just doing your channel stuff. There is. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see if Ace will come back. We'll give it here a moment. See if Ace gets back in, so I can do this description once. I know we started late, but I'm gonna have to end here in a little bit, but I've got a little bit more I wanted to get covered. So, I'm trying to wait for Ace, but we'll see if he comes back here in a moment. You're doing your presentation, your news. Miss Mirage is sleeping. Sewer Rat is headed to bed. Get some rest. Ace is watching the news.
Has any footage of my exploits in MiliTech been put on any sort of news?
Well, let me see. Stringer, you weren't there to film anything. Everything, pretty much all the excitement happened inside the MiliTech building. Unlikely that they're going to broadcast any of that. So, no.
But I mean, there was 3 netrunners all in the system at once.
That's true. You have a point. Including Bartmoss. Although Bartmoss hasn't shown any tendency to publicize such this stuff. But still. But your sister was in there, so there's a chance she got a hold of something. Where is my window? There it is. Okay, so what is did you want it to get out, some of your exploits?
Vasily would prefer it quiet, but at the same time he knows that
there's a
having
chance.
a reputation as being very physically strong can help him in his employment. Reputation is always a good thing in his opinion, but he doesn't seek the spotlight.
Okay. So you will get a message from your sister, from Nina, that she was able to. She rolled a 5. MiliTech rolled a 1. She rolled an 8. I love it. She was able to download a bunch of video security camera video, and some other data. Anyway, wanted to know if you were interested in a copy of the video.
Sure, I can use it as portfolio for future employers. She
will set you up an account somewhere that'll just basically store a Daegu account. It's a file storage service.
It's basically Google Drive.
Basically, which Daegu is a real thing right now. But yes, basically, she'll set you up an account, put all the video, any video that was caught on cameras, which is not everything, but considering those roles, yes. Anything, pretty much most of the video that was captured of you and Ace in the building is available on that service, on that storage system. Daegu.
Okay.
And she said, and some other data, because they rolled a 1 when she decided it was time to download stuff. Ace is not back yet. Okay, well, Ace is busy checking the news, so this is going to start to happen because we're not going to, we don't want to wait too long. So if I could get everybody doing an awareness notice for me. And Stringer, you've had your contact has been with Network 23, right? That's who's the most of your stuff's the big network. Okay, that's what I just double checking. Okay. And we'll see what Ace rolls, so we'll give him a minute and see if he... Well, he's watching, he's paying attention, he's up and watching news. So, after you guys get... I'm just going to be... Actually, I'm going to roll how long? After you guys get back to your condos, you're going to rest. That's too long. About
yeah, I've
40...
also got my news view set up for certain alerts.
About 30 to 40 minutes later, there is a lot of gunfire, automatic gunfire, and you'll hear, those that are aware of the difference, you'll hear assault rifles and a rotary gun, lots of gunfire going off just outside the building.
Yep.
Lots of it.
I'm going to make sure that my external cameras are recording, and then I'm putting my camera on and I'm looking out the window, and if it's good action, then I'm going to break into what's currently being broadcast and go live.
Okay. What you're seeing, what's going on out there, there are two all completely blacked out AVs, no logos, no nothing, are basically attacking the building. There's a point defense on the roof, apparently. You didn't know there was, but apparently there's a point defense because you can see from your window, you can see like anti-aircraft coming up from the roof back toward the AVs, and there some of the those that walk stiffly are firing with their assault rifles, and that is what's happening at the moment. The AVs are dodging it. They're obviously trying to come. There's one that's kind of hanging back some, and there's one that keeps trying to approach the roof, like they're going to either land or come in tight over the roof. And they keep, but with the point defense, they're not able to quite get in.
Yep.
So,
well, I'm going to spin this as they are trying to censor me. And
who knows if
this happening is because I'm
that's right. Well, it's got to be you. Of course, it's got to be you.
Yeah.
That's you. Mirage, I don't know, it's up to you if you were still sleeping yet at that point, but you rolled high enough that it wasn't, you'd have to roll a 1 to not notice it, basically.
What?
Yeah.
How long has it been?
Well, let's see. It has been pushing 4 hours from when Vasily and Ace got back to the condo. So that would be another, I don't know, from when you got back, probably at least another 30 minutes or an hour beyond that.
Okay. I mean, lots of close gunfire. As much as I would love to continue sleeping, I'm gonna have to get dressed. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get dressed.
Okay. You're getting ready. Vasily! You as well. I don't think anybody rolled too low. No, everybody got at least 20, so yeah. Of course, Ace is not here. Ace, well, you don't know. You're each in your own rooms. Vasily, you hear all of this going on outside. What would you like to do?
I'm going to look outside and see just How many people are warring with each other right now?
Well, as you'll be able to see something similar to what I described just during a moment ago. There are some of the stiff walkers, the zombie types, that are firing rifles at these two, and there seems to be a stream of rounds coming off off your building. There are two completely blacked out AVs. One of them is sitting just a little ways off the building, obviously is providing cover. The other one, of course, from your vantage point, it's hard to tell, but the other one seems to keep coming in toward the building and then veer off as the anti-air aircraft rounds start to come at it again or about to hit it, and then they come in from another angle and then they veer off, and that's what's happening there.
Hmm.
And then that one disappears around the other side of the building where you can't see them, but it's not hard to figure they're doing the same thing is happening.
I don't know if I want to get involved with another damn war on the streets.
Well, this isn't just a war on the streets. This is your building.
Maybe I should just start like slapping on the wall and shouting, "I'm trying to get to sleep. Can you keep it down?" Kill each other quietly. Use knives or something.
You got almost 4 hours of rest, 3.5 hours, 3 hours ish, something like that.
I don't want to get involved though, because like I don't want to pick a side because I don't know who's in the right here.
Okay. So that's all you're doing at this point. Ace is not back yet. Is that correct? Apparently Ace is not back yet. Stringer. So you got your exterior cameras are rolling.
Yep.
Are you at this point? You're just rolling, recording, and observing. Are you doing anything else?
I'm recording the external cameras so I can put an edited thing together later.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also going to be using my my MiliTech camera out of the windows. So I'm going to have all my lights turned off out of the windows, and as I'm on the corner, I can go on both sides. And if there's more action going on somewhere else, then I'll go out into the hallway and use a window on the landing if that gets me something better.
As you're moving around, try and get your best shot. Basically, it sounds like.
Yeah.
You will find that it varies because the one that's providing cover is staying off, but they're kind of doing what the hell you call it, an orbit, so to speak, around the building. They're gradually moving around the building. So they'll be in sight for you, they'll be in sight for a little while, and then they'll be out of sight, and then a couple minutes later they'll be back in sight. The other one is continuing to try, and they're trying to get to the roof. Don't know why, don't know what their end goal is, but they're trying hard. They keep making passes at it. I'm going to do a couple of rolls here. Pilot 1, Pilot 2, guns on the roof, guns on the roof, guns on the roof, guns on the roof. Okay. Let's see. Giving you the benefit about, say, Stringer, would you like high or low? For your, you're going to have a low. So 1, 2, or 3, you'll be able to see what's about to happen here. Let me see. Okay, so first of all, a third all-black AV is approaching from one side. That you can see. What you don't see, what you're not seeing is where you've heard the guns from the roof have been firing, but they have not hit an AV. You hear the guns firing. All of a sudden you will hear the obvious sound that they're hitting an AV. And a few seconds later, an explosion. But you can't see it, it's out of your field of vision. the only place that you could see all the way around to make sure you didn't. Of course, it's also the most dangerous place probably would be the roof. Sorry, Stringer, did you say something else there? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
hear
yeah.
Okay,
Okay, very good, very good. So Stringer, I don't know if you heard what I was saying there. Some of that stuff happened completely where you couldn't see it off camera.
Yeah.
The best vantage point would be from the roof, but that's probably also the most dangerous place to be.
yes.
So, are you gonna? Do you want to do anything other than what
My
you said?
metal gear on.
Sorry.
If I go up to the roof, I'm going to put my metal gear on.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're off. You're gonna go get your Metal Gear on. Mirage. There is an Well, you heard the description. There is now an explosion just outside the building. Your window gets peppered with some shrapnel.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look outside. I'm probably at least sufficiently dressed by this point, so
Okay.
yeah, probably as I'm like getting my coat on, I'm gonna be looking out the window.
You look out the window just in time then to see the AV is exploded. Well, it has exploded because the explosion got your attention. You're seeing pieces of AV, chunks of AV falling down to the ground. There's a big fireball in the sky. Stuff on the ground is catching fire. There were a couple of cars that were parked on the side of the street. They're getting hit with burning AV fuel and catching fire and starting to burn. It's a mess.
I messaged Bartmoss just what the hell's going on.
We're being freaking attacked, is his response. I don't know by who yet.
So we still don't know who to shoot
That's
at.
it.
Like,
You don't know who. Well, you don't know who's shooting at you. He doesn't know who's shooting at you, and he's talking. He's talking to Impulse there, or Mirage. Excuse me, Mirage. What do you think?
Say it right. When
Yep.
when you do find out, let me know. Also, Cash.
Okay. All right. I'll get it delivered to you as soon as I can. I'm trying to figure out who the hell's attacking my building. And they're trying to land.
Yeah.
They're freaking trying to land on the roof. He's pissed. Okay. Going around the circle here, and I was waiting for Ace. I was trying to wait for Ace to come back so we wouldn't be ending while Ace was gone. But we'll see what happens here in a minute. Sewer Rat. Vasily. Anything different you're doing? There is an explosion outside.
again, like, I don't know who's on our side here.
You don't know who's on what side. You know that they're attacking. I mean, it's pretty straightforward that they're attacking the building. Now, if they're attacking a particular person in the building, or what they're doing, what the more detail that is, it's hard. You know, you don't know, obviously.
I suppose if I shoot an autocannon into the air, it could scare the ever-living shit out of them.
It might. Might get them to target your window too, or wherever you're shooting
Yeah.
from.
How many different directions can I see rounds coming from?
What you can see, not, you know, because you're looking out a window on one side, so you can't quite see 90 degrees. You can probably see, I don't know, 75 degrees or something out the direction you're looking. 75 degrees vertically and horizontally, you know, more or less. Because you're not, unless you, I mean, you could try to open the window, stick your head out, and then you could see a little bit more.
So, but just what kind of numbers does it seem like we're getting shot at by?
I understand what you're saying. So, there are, do an awareness notice. Let's do that. awareness does. It's
I
been a
just
little
find
while.
it funny because I've
Hmm.
got an out of character theory as to what's happening and an in character theory as to what's happening, and they are not the same theory.
And they're not.
I think
See,
my
now-
I think my out of character theory is correct.
I have an intelligence of 4.
Holy
Jesus
crap!
Christ.
Crap, dude!
That's the double 10.
That's what
Yeah, double
happens.
crit.
Exploding upwards. All right. Okay. Here we go.
You perceive
see.
the multiverse.
That's exactly it.
Vasily is officially enlightened.
Oh my gosh. There are. You suddenly realize there are an infinite number of facilities. Some of them looking out a window. Some of them doing other things. And you conceive that if you start killing them, if you travel to those universes and kill them, you will become more powerful. No, sorry.
I will consume the Vasilis.
No, wait, that's Jet Li. Sorry. Anyway,
I am Vasily Prime.
you're Vasily Prime.
There can be only one.
There should have been only one. Anyway. Okay. Damn, that's a high roll. Okay, so you are able to open the window. You are able to look around. There is, you can just, that was a combat AV that got blown up. It got blown up from the anti-aircraft Apex systems that are on the roof. There are 4 Apex systems on the roof. You can see the different angles of fire indicating that there is at least 4 on the roof. There is another AV in Overwatch or cover fire position off the one side of the building. There is a third and a fourth AV approaching from different directions. They're a little bit in the distance, but they're going to be here within a minute or a couple minutes. You just know, you can feel it. Either they were trying to land on the roof or they were going to hover and drop troops. That part, which one, not for sure, but for sure one of them that's what the one was trying to do.
Do I identify anything special, like what the hell they seem to be targeting, like what they are going for?
Well, some things you notice they are not doing. If they were just trying to kill everybody in the building, they could just open up on the building and start turn the building into Swiss cheese.
So they obviously have intentions.
So they're not doing that. However, the one that's doing cover fire is periodically, there's just every now and then a really quick burst of fire. They're trying to take out the Apex systems on the roof. They haven't had luck doing it yet, but they're trying. The third and fourth one, they're bringing in more troops. They've got to be, because the one that was going to land on the roof got destroyed. So that's what's got to be happening. Maybe one of them's has got something to take out the Apex specifically, but one of them at least is trying to land more troops on the roof.
I'm just gonna be nice and simple. I'm just gonna lean out the window with both my hands up to demonstrate that I'm unarmed, and I'm just gonna say, well, shout at the top of my lungs, try and shout over the firefight. I'm just gonna shout, "What are you here for?"
They can't hear you. I'll roll. You know what? No, I will roll it. But I don't think there's any way they can hear you.
Is there some sort of skill for shouting?
No.
I was gonna say, and then they roll double 10.
Yeah, and then they roll triple or something. Yeah.
There should be a skill for shouting. It should be strength feat because it's the force that you push the air out of your lungs with.
The problem is, AVs are basically they basically have a jet engine into a vectored fan blades, and you're below them. They can't hear you.
How high up am I?
Well, it's a 5-story building. I don't think we determined ever which floor you were on. Roll one. Let's see. It's going to be. Can't be first floor. It's going to be second, third, or fourth. Fifth story is the penthouse. So second, third, or fourth. So die 6 divided by 3.
Okay.
We'll do like we'll round it down, round it up. We'll round it up. Sure, we're on the third
Well,
floor
Okay.
because it's what it is. You're on the third floor.
See the windowsill outside. How much does that overhang? Like, how much does that stick out from the actual window itself?
Let's see if we can get an idea of that.
Basically, I want to go down to the ground, but I don't want to bother with the hallways.
There's a pretty good ledge. And again, this isn't a perfect, this picture is not a perfect representation of the building because it's actually taller than this. And beyond where these peaks are, there's actually a flat that you can't see. There's a false front and there's peaks, there's a flat area, a flat roof above it. But anyway, so yeah, no, there is a pretty good ledge outside your window that you could try to walk on.
I'm just gonna climb out. I'm just gonna climb outside the window, hang onto the ledge, drop myself down, grab onto the next ledge, drop myself down, grab on the next ledge to make it down to the ground. Cause I need to ask these guys what they're doing here. They're interrupting my beauty sleep, which I obviously need with my attractiveness of 3.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So you're gonna go down to the ground. Okay, you're gonna go down to ground level to talk to the guys and okay. So you're on the third. We're gonna get you to do a couple rolls here in a second, and then I'm gonna move around, see what else, if anybody else is doing anything. So you're at the third. Oh, no problem.
Duration of let's clean the fridge while I was standing there.
I see. I understand. I just have literally a minute or two, and a couple minutes here. I'm gonna have to go. We're gonna have to call it for today. What you missed, real quick, Vasily. Let me give Vasily what he needs to roll. And then I'll describe where we are with everything, and we'll probably go around one more time. Vasily, you're on the third, so you're going to drop down to the second.
Yeah,
down to
just
the first.
drop down ledge by ledge to the ground.
So, 3 athletics rolls?
3. Jeez.
1, 3 or 2? Third to second to first. 2. 2 will do it. 2 will do it.
Why is it input value in the body over there? First roll, 21.
Okay, that is sufficient. You're able to drop yourself down to the next floor, and then you decide, rather than just dropping down to ground level, you do like a backflip off of it, land on this car that's starting to burn, and just roof half caves in, and roll up the car just because it looks really cool.
Pose any further.
So you're on the street.
I'm gonna have a conversation with them and ask, why are they shooting at my apartment?
Okay. Again, they're all in AV. They're in AVs.
Was there not like people on the ground?
No. I only described them. They're all in AVs.
I should have went up.
They're in AVs. They were trying to land on the roof to land tropes on the roof.
Screw it, I'm gonna walk. Vasily's going a walk. He's strolling down night.
Where are you headed?
Just a wander.
Just picking a direction and walking that way?
Yeah.
Pretty much? Okay,
After
you're
that
going for...
embarrassment of doing really cool stuff for absolutely no reason.
Okay, you're going for a walk. Your building is being attacked by unknown assailants. Oh, yeah, so Ace, this is what's going on, by the way. There are multiple all blacked out AVs attacking the building. There are point defense systems on the roof trying to shoot down the AVs. That's what you get when you step away for a minute and a half.
That is unfortunate. I guess that the APC had a tracking device in it of some kind.
Maybe. You actually don't know who is attacking you yet.
I see. Are they attacking the APC or the building?
Well, awareness notice. That's what Vasily rolled crazy on that, but we'll see. Yeah, you can roll your awareness notice. I'll give you that, and then we're gonna go around. Get everybody else have a chance. And that'll be it, probably. Okay. So the basic answer is there was just recently, just a moment ago, an explosion. An AV got hit by the point defense from the roof and blew and exploded. There is another AV sitting just a little ways off the side of the building, kind of orbiting the building, and they're doing short rounds, short bursts off their minigun on the front, trying to take out the Apex systems, but haven't succeeded yet. There are 2 more AVs incoming.
Wow.
The one that got blown up was trying to come in, tie down the roof, either to land or to drop off personnel or who knows what.
You know, that's my signal to leave.
You want to go a walk with Vasily?
Well, you're toting around the 20mm autocannon. Who's really going to argue with you? Other
Well,
than
I think I left that house.
Everybody should remember your second part of your job hasn't been the attack on the Arasaka building hasn't been paid yet, and the guy that's going to pay you is in the building.
Now, you see, I didn't know that.
Okay.
That's my different.
Well, for the reminder for those that were involved in that meeting, the second part of the job to do the same thing that you did for MiliTech to Arasaka, that is still upcoming, and you obviously haven't been paid for that yet. So, just a reminder, just to mention it. So that's what you got. I'm gonna go ahead, Stringer. You got your Metal Gear on. You gonna head to the roof?
Yeah, cameras and everything ready. But before I go upstairs,
Yes.
I'm going to send Bartmoss and MiliTech just to remind him that I told him my price. Then.
Would you resend that for me?
Yep, no problem.
Fucking yes. Sorry. Just found out I passed the course.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Cool.
I know have a HND in law. Lucky me, big lawyer boy.
Oh, wow.
Climbing
Yeah.
up the ranking. Anyway, sorry, I'll let the game.
Sorry about that, Stringer. I just saw your PMs here.
Yeah, the other one that starts with "This is pissing me off."
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Never mind. We might find out where he moves to.
I'm reading what you're doing here with your stuff.
The first one is in Soldier of Fortune 2, and it's now mainstream according to Soldier of Fortune 2.
So is this stuff? Is this stuff all you already bought, or is this stuff you're?
What I told Bartmoss was my price.
Oh,
Was.
I see. That's what you wanted from Bartmoss to do
Yeah.
the other job for him.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Along with the ammunition.
Sorry. Okay. Damn. What kind of, do you just off the top of your head know what the book price cost on that stuff is? Just a total round number.
It's on the additional things like the Mandalorian and the Hellbringer, but the book cost the armor is 48k.
Okay.
The reason why I want the suit of armor is it's got built-in satellite uplink, so I can live stream wherever while I'm
Gotcha.
wearing it. It's got other toys in there as well. It doesn't actually say what
I'm
the
sorry.
targeting suite does compared to, say, smart goggles.
Right.
I would think targeting suite sounds more impressive than just smart goggles.
Than just smart goggles, yes. Okay, so we'll have to
I
work
think
that out.
maybe it's something more along lines of, that helmet that I've got in the Arasaka rifle.
He will respond that he will do what he can to acquire those things. He's kind of tied up right now. He will agree tentative on him being able to acquire them because, as you know, they're not going to be easy to find.
Yeah.
But
But,
he will try. He is willing to attempt to get them for you, and we'll do that trade.
Yep.
Okay. Basically, I have to do some rolls for that in a bit. So, but you are heading to the roof. You got your Metal Gear. You can get to the roof.
Page 22. Page 22. So fortune.
Just going to make a note of that because we're literally going to be ending here in just a moment, and
Yeah,
we'll figure that stuff out in a minute. Oh, SOF2.
Yeah.
Okay, there. Okay. You're headed to the roof. We've got Impulse, Mirage. What is Mirage doing at this point then? And then we're going to end because, yeah, I'm already past where I should have.
So after I get the reply from Bartamos, I,
Yes.
Like Vasily, don't really like the idea of the hallways right now. So I'm going to slip out my window, get down to ground floor, and then duck into an alley.
Okay.
I-
Make your
Yeah.
rolls. Make sure you don't fall.
Cool. Gonna put a point of luck in.
I'm gonna-
Why the
I'm gonna-
fuck not?
Why not? Why not?
22.
Okay. You make. I'm rolling for something else. Yeah. You make it. You're down. Okay. Damn.
And then
As you are climbing down, there's an explosion on the roof. One of the point defense systems on the roof just got taken out.
this is
Stringer,
why I'm leaving.
as you reach the roof, not one that's near enough to cause you a direct issue, but one of the point defense systems on the roof gets hit and blows up. There were 4 of them. Now there's 3. Around the same time, are you gonna take cover or be stealthy or whatever on the roof?
Yeah, I'm.
As I can.
I'm sorry. One moment, Impulse. Stringer.
I'll be as stealthy as I can, and I'll use as much cover as I can. But basically,
Okay.
I'm not to fight.
So
I'm going to be armed.
right, prepared but not yet. Stringer gonna need stealth. Impulse, you're wanting to be as stealthy as you get away, so you're gonna need a stealth roll.
Yeah, putting a point of luck because again, I might as well.
And
That's
Vasily
cool.
and Ace, you guys aren't. Vasily, you said you're not being stealthy. Ace, you are leaving? I'm sorry, I'm.
Yeah, I think I'm
losing
gonna
track
leave.
of it.
I have no real idea.
Hashtag not even a crit.
God damn. Criticals today. Jeez, guys.
Well, I'm about as unstealthy as it's possible for me to be, rolling a 2.
Without fumbling.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right then, Ace. Okay. Are you going to join Vasily, Ace, or are you just leaving?
Leaving.
I was just going to wander.
Vasily was just going. You're just wandering down the street. You don't
Yeah.
seem to care. Ace is being quite stealthy. Nobody notices that Ace has left the building. Mr. Staraj is being even more stealthy. Nobody notices that she's left the building. Damn, guys. Stringer is being.
I just duck into an alley with one hand on my, because I have my 12 mil in a shoulder holster. So I'm just in an alleyway with one hand on that under my coat.
So you're just getting a block or something away and wait and standing by for the moment.
Yeah. If
basically.
anyone wants to cause any trouble, I'm going to, not
gonna-
have any trouble.
Okay. And Stringer is being, as you say, not very stealthy. And need a couple more rolls here. Stringer, another one of the point defense systems blows up, and an AV is coming in close on the roof. And there are personnel jumping out of the AV.
I think that's time for me to bug out.
And that's where we're calling it for tonight, for this session.
Yep.
So you can make your rolls to try and get away from all this then. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go. So yes, that's what we're calling it. So the one AV has made it to the roof. 2 of the 4-point defenses have been blown up.
Ready on dodge escape.
A dodge and escape, okay. You do not get hit by the shrapnel. The cover you're behind gets hit for some of the shrapnel from the exploding Apex system.
I've got close-ups of that, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you got some good. You're getting some good video though. That's for sure. Potentially,
Yep.
yeah. God, Mirage. Mirage is maybe a block away, taking some cover in an alley. See what happens. Vasily is taking a stroll down the middle of the road as his building's getting. Things are blowing up. The building is not blowing up, but things are blowing up and there's explosions.
If only I had a wearman so I could listen to music while all this was going down.
See, well, yeah, you're so you got your music on. This is where you need a camera
I
a
don't
little
have a
ways in
wearman.
front of you, a drone or something in front of you, looking back at you in the building in the background, with the explosions in the background, and you're just kind of wandering away with the music on.
In fact, do I spot Stringer?
No, there is
Oh,
no way. Stringer is on the roof of the building, 5 stories up. You're on the street walking
Alright.
away. I don't think there's any way that you're gonna see Stringer.
I would have liked that picture of me with the burning building in the background to be good. A good press photo. That's my that's like on the front of my CV when I'm applying to be a mercenary.
Yeah, right. Now, it is possible that... Stringer, are you broadcasting this live, or are you just recording?
Live.
Live on your channel, right? On Blitz?
Yep.
Okay. So, so anybody who has a phone can potentially get the app, the Blitz TV app, and be watching the view from the roof, if you want.
I'm going to find the Blitz TV app and I'm going to give it a bad review.
I'll watch mine.
Okay.
Well,
You leave a
must
review.
In broken English.
There are so many reviews being left. You enter your review, and it's like scrolls almost immediately. There's 15 more reviews, and it scrolls off the screen. There are hundreds of pages of reviews already.
But my little one
I
might
can
tweak
make
that
it
percentage
look
just a little
much
bit.
worse than you can make me look. I'm the professional at this one.
There's no such thing as bad press, especially when you're a
That's
murderous
right.
maniac.
So that's where we're gonna call it. Vasily is
You can
wandering
make
down
me
the.
look a lot worse in the eyes of the press. I can make you look physically a lot worse.
Yes, Mirage is in the alley. Stringer's on the roof, but has decided to get the hell out. And Ace, you are departing by more normal means, but also stealthily. All right. So, do you guys have any quick theories on who's attacking you? And then we're gonna call the end of the stream here.
It's Arasaka.
I think it's a guy called John.
From Sussex, right?
No, I'm pretty.
Um.
I'm pretty sure it's Arasaka. I don't think.
I think. Yeah.
I don't think they like. I don't think they like the fact that Stringer is broadcasting something that literally, makes them look like the worst. Their stock prices are probably falling because of this.
Well,
Remember when Elon Musk tweeted saying that he thinks Tesla's stock is too high, and then the stock dropped?
And then it went up. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
insane. Stringer, were you saying something there?
Yeah, I think it's MiliTech, and I think they're going after Bartmas.
You think it's MiliTech coming after Bartmas?
Yeah,
Well, that's great.
that's why they're concentrating on the roof. But if they are heading towards me, then I've got that mini, I've got those 2 miniguns that I'll set up in my apartment.
That's true. It's the humorous part is at this point these AVs are not Arasaka, nor are they Militech.
Yeah.
No, of course not. They're like Black Ops, basically.
No, but they're not even sponsored by either of those two.
No, that's what I mean. It's like it's the people who don't exist kind of team.
Pretty much. That is true. All right, I'm calling it, guys. Thank you.
As they are coming after me.
Maybe.
That's another reason I think they're coming after you, because, they wouldn't want... They know you're going to be broadcasting this kind of shit, and they don't want it seen, oh, this guy, he spoke badly about Arasaka, so Arasaka, killed him for no reason. Yeah. They're sending in the big boys.
Yeah.
We shall see.
We shall see next week. Stay tuned, or tune in
Remember,
next
I've
week.
also got thermite grenades and frag grenades.
You got some cool stuff. You do. You've been collecting. Okay. Let me see. Yep, that's it. Thank you, guys. See you guys next time.
Yep, see ya.
See you next time.
Thank you, all you watchers out there.